All right, the latest news break coming in. There has been a change in Congress's new youth chief. Manish Sharma has become the new Congress youth head. Manish Sharma replaces Krishna Allavaru as the Congress youth chief. Krishna Allavaru will continue to remain as Bihar Congress in charge. Big claim by Bihar Congress in charge as well on the sidelines of this development, where Krishna Allavaru says that Mukesh Sahani of the VIP, only one of multiple Deputy CM faces. Deputy CM from Congress as well if MGB wins the polls. Viewers, if you remember, Ashok Gehlot, who had made the announcement of the Chief Ministerial face as Tejashwi and the Deputy as Mukesh Sahani, had also said that there could be another Deputy CM, leaving the door open for the Congress just in case the MGB, Mahagat Bandhan, comes to power. But having said that, there has been a change in the new Youth Congress chief for the party, and Manish Sharma is now all set to replace Krishna Allavaru. A question mark, of course, remains. Why does this development come on the same day when there are rumor mills churning that Krishna Allavaru had caused a fair bit of tension where seat sharing where the Mahagat Bandhan was concerned, and he had been a possible spoke in the wheels there. So lots of questions there, why he's being removed. But when Krishna Allavaru did in fact speak to my colleague Maria in Bihar, he made it very clear, especially on the question of the Deputy CM face. You had Ashok Gehlot, who had left it open, saying there could be another Deputy CM, and Krishna Allavaru made it sure that he communicates that other Deputy CM could very well be from the Congress. Listening.
Chief Minister would be Tejashwi Yadav. Mukesh Sahani would be one of the Deputy Chief Ministers. We will have Deputy Chief Ministers from the Congress. There is no doubt about that. It's just that we will wait until after the elections before we decide who it is going to be. And we will announce the names of the individuals after the elections.
All right, let's cut across to our band of reporters. Maria Shakil, Rohit Singh, Sujit Jha, all three of them join us. Maria, coming to you first, is very interesting because Krishna Allavaru the same evening replaced as the Youth Congress head for the party, retained as Bihar in charge, but making a key point when you spoke with him, suggesting that the Deputy CM chair still open as the second Deputy CM if the Mahagat Bandhan comes to power for the Congress.
That's right. That's what Krishna Allavaru did say that. Remember, Preeti, over the last few weeks, there has been a great degree of tension in the Mahagat Bandhan parties, and it has been playing out in full public display. Given the fact that today, when the entire nomination withdrawal process ends, there are still on 10 seats that there is an alliance versus alliance battle which is playing out. So Krishna Allavaru, Congress in charge of Bihar, telling me clearly that as far as the announcement of Tejashwi as the Chief Ministerial candidate of the Mahagat Bandhan is concerned, the decision regarding that was taken in the month of April itself, that it was only in the fitness of time that they would have announced it, and that they were waiting for the seat sharing deal to be sealed, and then they would have gone ahead with it. That's what he told me in that a chat that I had with him just a few minutes back, which will be playing out as well in some time from now. But certainly, Preeti, today would be seen as a turning point in these elections. Till a few hours ago, Bihar election was largely seen as a one-sided contest, with Mahagat Bandhan really appearing to be in complete and total disarray, with a lot of confusion and dissonance playing out between the various parties. Now it appears to be sending that message of cohesion and of unity. But how long will that continue also remains to be seen, because as far as the vote transfer is concerned, that is going to be the big challenge among the Mahagat Bandhan parties.
Maria, stay with me. I'm going to quickly cut across to the big story and the big development for the day. It was a press conference that has been long in the making, viewers. One would have expected that the press conference would have happened way earlier, even before the first phase of filing nominations for Bihar had ended in terms of the seat sharing formula. It didn't happen then, it happened today, even though the exact seat sharing formula of how the MGB is fighting, the Mahagat Bandhan is fighting, wasn't given out. But what was projected was this massive show of strength, of unity, And finally, Tejashwi Yadav was announced as the Chief Ministerial face. Not just that, one also needs to read into the announcement as Deputy CM face, where Mukesh Sahani is concerned, of the VIP, where the Congress projecting the extremely backward community as a chance to the chair of Deputy CM. Having said that, the Congress also left the position of the second Deputy CM open. Listen in.
Veteran Congressman Ashok Gehlot has sealed cracks and put the Mahagat Bandhan together for Bihar Dangal 2025. After day-long parleys and one-on-one meetings, the former Chief Minister of Rajasthan has ensured that the Grand Alliance has an edge in this November elections that NDA lacks. A Chief Minister face. RJD is content and takes the fight directly to NDA's doors.
जो अन्याय हो रहा है एनडीए में, एक बार भी कोई भी जॉइंट प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस जो है नहीं की गई है और ना ही ऑफिशियली रूप से मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा घोषित किया गया है.
The mastermind sent by the High Command of the Grand Old Party also ensured that the Mukesh Sahani's VIP remains with the pack and puts its whole might to back the fight. They get the coveted Deputy CM post.
आपने देखा कि किस तरीके से भारतीय जनता पार्टी हमारे विधायक को खरीद लिए, हमें वो सरकार से बाहर कर दिया जो सरकार हमने बनाया था, लेकिन हमारा हौसला नहीं टूटा और हम मजबूती से लड़ाई लड़ते रहे. पूरे बिहार में सभी लोगों ने हाथ में गंगा जल लेकर संकल्प लिया था कि भाजपा को उखाड़ फेंकेंगे. वो समय आ चुका है.
The master stroke to seal the cracks doesn't end there. Ashok Gehlot clearly indicated a possibility of a third option of another Deputy CM if the alliance came to power. And this time from the EBC.
इसके साथ में जो आपके यहाँ बहुत सारे समाज भी हैं, सामाजिक इक्वेशंस अलग तरह की है, तो जो अन्य सामाजिक वर्गों के लोग हैं उनमें से मुख्यमंत्री और बनाए जाएंगे, उप मुख्यमंत्री और बनाए जाएंगे.
The cracks in the Mahagat Bandhan still shows in the 10 seats of not-so-friendly fights, where allies are pitted against each other, and these 10 seats can lead to inner bickering, giving away the edge the Grand Alliance claimed with the show of unity on 23rd October. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, it's been a day of big developments. Let's cut across to our political panel and my colleagues. Joining me, senior journalist Aarti Jairat, Amitabh Tiwari, founder of Vote Vibe. I also have with me Sujit Jha and Rohit Singh. Before we cut across to Amitabh ji and Aarti Jairat ji, I'd like to cut across to Sujit Jha and Rohit, who know Bihar way better than most of us sitting in the studios or who would be traveling there later. But to begin with, Sujit, आज जो announcement हुई, एक डेप्यूटी सीएम फेस की, एक सीएम फेस की और एक डेप्यूटी सीएम चेयर जिसको खुला रखा गया, कैसे देखते हैं सब?
देखिए, ये तो जाहिर ही था कि मुकेश सहनी लगातार कह रहे थे कि वो डिप्टी सीएम बनेंगे और उनको डिप्टी सीएम का पद चाहिए. आपको याद होगा पिछली बार 2020 में भी वो महागठबंधन में थे और इसी बात से वो नाराज हो गए थे, तो उनको डिप्टी सीएम घोषित नहीं किया गया था और बीच प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस से बाहर निकल गए थे. तो इस बार उनको घोषित कर दिया गया है. निश्चित तौर पर एक छोटी पार्टी है वीआईपी और कांग्रेस है साथ में, तो कांग्रेस की तरफ से भी कोई डिप्टी सीएम होगा ऐसा अनुमान पहले से लगाया जा रहा था. आज सीएम फेस की घोषणा हो गई. वैसे तो सब जानते हैं बिहार में कि अगर महागठबंधन सत्ता में आती है तो तेजस्वी यादव ही मुख्यमंत्री होंगे, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं. आज उसकी घोषणा प्रॉपर तरीके से की गई. हालांकि ये इसमें देरी की गई और पता नहीं क्यों कांग्रेस के जो रणनीतिकार हैं या कांग्रेस की वजह से ही इतनी देरी हुई है. शायद सीट शेयरिंग को लेकर कुछ आपस में जो तालमेल का अभाव था जिसकी वजह से ये मामला रुका हुआ था. लेकिन एक सवाल बड़ा मौजू उठाया है तेजस्वी यादव ने कि हमने तो घोषित कर दिया है. अब स्पष्ट रूप से वैसे तो एनडीए की तरफ से लगातार ये कहा जा रहा है कि नीतीश कुमार के नेतृत्व में ही चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं हम लोग, लेकिन उसके बाद क्या होगा, मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार बनेंगे कि नहीं, इस पर बीजेपी बहुत स्पष्ट नहीं है, तो इसका जवाब उनको देना पड़ेगा। तो ये एक नया माहौल मुझे लगता है कि आज से एक नया मतलब महागठबंधन में इस घोषणा के बाद से एक नई स्फूर्ति और एक नया मतलब संचार हुआ है। अब देखिए इसका कितना प्रभाव पड़ता है, क्योंकि समय काफी कम है। कल परसों से छठ पूजा की शुरुआत हो जाएगी, 4 दिन लोग उसी में व्यस्त रहेंगे। तो देरी से किया गया यह फैसला है महागठबंधन का, लेकिन अब देखिए इसका कितना प्रभाव पड़ता है चुनाव पर, मतदाताओं पर, ये देखना होगा।
Rohit, the fact is, like Sujit ji said, that it's been announced late. Now, what will be the impact of it? Rohit, for someone who knows Bihar way better than most of us, if you look at the winning margin of votes the last time around, which was less than 13,000, and you had 12 seats where friendly fights are being contested on. There are no friendly fights when it comes to an election, especially in Bihar. That 12 is now down to 10 after this press conference. Will there be more sit-outs? And how are you looking at the entire play out?
Well, see, Preeti, Tejashwi Yadav's declaration as the CM face of the Mahagathbandhan today has had some positive impact. A dozen of seats where there were Mahagathbandhan candidates pitted against the Mahagathbandhan candidates, that number has come down because at two constituencies, the candidates of VIP and Congress have withdrawn their nomination. In Varsaliganj, the Congress candidate has withdrawn his nomination against RJD candidate, and in Babu Barhi seat in Madhubani, VIP candidate has withdrawn her nomination against RJD. So it has had some impact, but on the ground still there are 10 seats where the Mahagathbandhan will be fighting against each other, and that is for final because today was the last day for withdrawal of names, and that now time period is also over. So now officially there will be 10 seats in Bihar where Mahagathbandhan will be fighting each other along with the NDA. Back to you.
Rohit, how much is the counter charge, Rohit, sticking where you have now the Mahagathbandhan, multiple players of that, suggesting at least now we've announced the Chief Ministerial face. The Home Minister a short while back has made sure that he's left the CM face for the NDA open.
Well, yes, that's the big question because Union Home Minister Amit Shah, when he was questioned at that event in Patna about who will be the next Chief Minister, when Nitish Kumar be made, and the answer which Amit Shah gave was just explaining the process of how a Chief Minister is elected in the meeting of the legislators. So that has raised big questions on whether BJP had intentions, clear intentions of making Nitish Kumar Chief Minister or not, if at all NDA comes to power. So that remains a big question, and that was the point that was raised in today's press conference also of the Mahagathbandhan, where Tejashwi Yadav clearly stated that now I am declared as the CM face. What about the NDA? Why aren't they declaring Nitish Kumar as their CM face? Back to you.
Thank you, Rohit, and thank you, Sujit. I want to bring in Aarti Jairat and Amitabh Tiwari. Amitabh ji, how do you see all the developments that have taken place this morning till late afternoon, where you had two pullouts of friendly fights?
Yeah, I think it's now 3. I think Pranpur Congress candidate also has withdrawn, it seems. So you guys will have to check locally. See, any announcement or decision has positives and negatives. So the positives clearly for the Mahagathbandhan with the announcement of Tejashwi Yadav as the Chief Ministerial face is that it energizes the cadre of RJD. Now RJD is the single largest party in Bihar as well as the largest party of the alliance. It also will mostly consolidate the core vote block of the RJD and the Mahagathbandhan, which is called as the MY vote block. Since 15% people in the VoteWipe survey, our survey, said that they are going to vote on the Chief Ministerial face, so now Mahagathbandhan has a face. So for them, they see a face now, which was not evident earlier, or which was there was some level of confusion. It also gives clarity to the campaign. And now, since young voters are 18 to 29 age group are around 1/4 of the population, so Tejashwi is fairly young and he also has some decent level of popularity among the youth. So now you have a fresh face versus a fatigue face is what the Mahagathbandhan strategy or objective is. The weaknesses or the cons of this decision is that it is likely to lead to more polarization in Bihar, because since no deputy CM from the Muslim community has been announced, Tejashwi represents the MY face. So the election might move to Hindu-Muslim, especially in North Bihar where the minority population is high, which could be counterproductive. There could also be a counter consolidation of upper caste and non-Yadav OBCs, because ultimately ये वर्चस्व की लड़ाई है फॉरवर्ड और बैकवर्ड क्लास की बिहार में. तीसरा कि corruption and dynasty politics. These two favorites of, let's say, NDA or the BJP, now they will start raising questions around these when they attack Tejashwi. So these are likely the pros and cons, and we will have to see which plays out in a larger proportion. The announcement of, I mean, if you want to discuss the DCM, we can discuss now, or if you want to discuss it later.
No, you can quickly give your point of view on that, Amitabh Tiwari ji.
So on the deputy CM positions, now clearly again the pros and cons it has. Pros is that, I mean, he is a face from the EBC community, and the Hindu EBC community is 26%, and he would help the Mahagat Bandhan to expand the vote bank beyond MY. However, he is not the undisputed leader of the EBCs. He represents only 2.6% of the EBC population. But by not naming a Dalit deputy CM, which was expected, and a deputy CM from the Muslim community, it could help parties like OIC, who have been talking about
find a foothold
or a low representation, secular parties like RJD, that they take votes in our name, but they are not willing to give representation.
Aarti Jairath, how do you look at developments, ma'am?
Slightly differently from Amitabh Tiwari. I think, yes, very much the announcement of Tejashwi Yadav as the CM face is going to consolidate the MGB, which seemed to be in disarray because of the friction over seat sharing. And, this will definitely energize the RJD, cadre. I think the announcement of Mukesh Sahani as the deputy CM face is a very critical move it's a very crucial move by the MGB, because it is an attempt to reach out beyond the traditional MY vote base of the RJD to other communities that actually were part of Nitish Kumar's vote bank, but that Nitish Kumar's vote banks may be splintering this time, largely because of questions about his health and his future, and the NDA's refusal to endorse him, endorse him officially as their CM face. So I think this is a very crucial move by the MGB, because yes, although he represents a very small section of the EBC, but it is a signal from the MGB that we are not just MY, but we also want EBCs. We are being more inclusive this time. We want to include, EBCs in our alliance. And I think that's a very crucial signal that goes out against the background of what is happening on the other side in the NDA, vis-a-vis Nitish Kumar.
All right, I appreciate both of you for joining us. Thank you there. The next 2 weeks will only get that much more interesting, where we are following the Bihar elections. The MGB finally coming up with their press conference announcing a chief ministerial face, and now they're going to train their guns on the NDA and suggest that they still haven't announced a chief ministerial face. With that, it's a wrap on this bulletin. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned.